Hi guys! In this episode of the Nostalgia Trip, I am excited to finally be getting into Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the next Mutation, the live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles series, the one and only so far. I wonder why they didn't try to reboot it in the last 30 years. I guess once again, we're gonna find out. So, this is the last piece of audio-visual TMNT content that I haven't checked out since I've checked out the 2003 series. That was the first thing that I did on the channel. I watched the 2012 series. I've finished, at the point of recording this video, I finished my reactions to Rise of the TMNT. I've checked out pretty much all of the animated and live-action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies. So this is pretty much the only other official thing that has to do with TMNT that I haven't checked out. And I'm honestly curious, genuinely, I don't think it's gonna be that bad, as bad as people make it out to be. I think I'm actually surprisingly gonna enjoy this quite a lot. That's my prediction anyway, which, I mean, I hope that I end up being correct in my assumption, but I don't know if we're really gonna get a good grasp in that regard just based on these first two episodes, because these first two episodes are called East Meets West Part 1 and 2, and they're part of a whole 5-parter of episodes, which is not something that I knew was going to be a thing. I didn't know that there was going to be any overarching stories. That honestly makes me more hopeful and excited. This is actually going to be an enjoyable series. I'm not expecting it to be a masterpiece or anything. Don't misunderstand me. But I think I'm actually going to not want to necessarily kill myself as I'm watching this. I mean, I've sat through the first and second season of the 1987 series, which were painfully slow. I don't think this is gonna be worse than that. So yeah, and it's also not too long. I plan on checking out the whole series, which is, I believe, I believe it's about 20. Yeah, it's about 26 episodes, and there's apparently another 4-parter in this series down the line, which I'm very much excited for. And I'm also very much going to be doing 2 episodes per video, so you might see the reactions uploaded slower, but I'm going to do my best to kind of speed them up so I can have only the 1987 series left to react to, but yeah, I think it's actually going to be really, really fun. And to be honest, I've already checked out even the Japanese OVA anime of TMNT 1987. And that one, as kind of bad as it was, I kinda respect it for how different and crazy it was, because it's so batshit and different from anything I've seen from TMNT that kind of circled around to making it entertaining again. Would I rewatch it right now? No. Would I enjoy an actual Japanese TMNT anime? Yeah. I think the vibe was really cool, and I love how crazy they went with the concepts for it. Completely original ideas. That was actually pretty cool. So I'm kind of expecting the same kind of original ideas thrown into this TMNT thing for this series. And it's 90s product, so I, again, don't expect it to be masterpiece or anything, but I think it's actually going to be more enjoyable than you expect it to be, I think I'm going to enjoy it more than you think I would. But there's only one way to find out, so I guess we should get into it. Although, as usual, before we do, I do want to remind you that I would really appreciate it if you guys can help me out in my transition by donating to my Patreon or Ko-fi account, because for those of you who didn't know, I am trans. And by doing so, you also get access to the full-length version of this reaction, as well as all of the reactions that I do on the channel, which includes cartoons, short live-action TV series, long live-action TV series, anime series, and movie full-length reactions. Alternatively, you can also just stick with the YouTube version of this reaction and simply like the video, but it is greatly appreciated if you do make the extra step of supporting me. Now that we've gotten that out of the way though, without further ado, let's get into the legendary Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, The Next Mutation, Season 1, Episode 1, East Meets West, Part 1, in 3, 2, 1.
Please, I worry for your health. Why won't you speak to me? What is
Why does that voice sound familiar?
Absorb you so?
The glass has become unstable. Ah, maybe I could drink some tea.
Yes, Chun-Yi. I'll prepare some immediately.
That voice of that lady sounds so familiar. What the fuck?
I fear the most ancient evil has awakened to destroy us all.
You're reckless, you're totally irresponsible, you put everyone at risk. How I live my life is my own business.
So that on the left is definitely Raph, and that is Leo.
Everybody's business. And that's the problem. Kiss my shell. I don't even know you anymore, Ninja Geek.
Leo's voice is fine, Raph's voice not quite feeling it right now. That's a sick looking motorbike, I gotta say.
So, you want to play? Follow me.
Dude, if this actually turns out to be more entertaining than the movies, the 90s movies, that would be honestly very interesting. Because so far I feel like I'm taking it more seriously than the movies.
But I'm telling you, any of you chumps put a scratch on my bike, you're footing the bill. Get it? Footing the bill?
That lip sync is awful. That's a cool transition, but I wanted to see more of that fight.
How many times have we played chess over the last 2 years?
Oh? Couple of hundred?
You want my rook.
And I'll get it too.
It's cool to see Splinter having fun.
I must go.
Did you fucking sense a disturbance in the
Here's
force?
a wise suggestion.
What the hell is that about? Dude, this is so weird. I gotta say, the vibe, I'm kind of digging it so far.
Okay.
It feels like I'm watching a parallel universe version of TMNT, you know?
You're gonna bust your noggin, Leo.
No, Mikey, I'm gonna break the bricks.
Hey, Donnie, come watch Leo turn his noodle into strudel.
You don't break the bricks with your head. You break the bricks with your will. Breaking the bricks is about focus.
That's clearly not a brick though, it's moving so easily.
Oh, neat. Donatello's figured out how to tune in the Weather Channel.
Man, I feel like everybody's voices are good, but I really feel like Leo and Raph's voices should be switched. Because I don't think Leo should be that gruff in his voice, whereas Raph I feel like is not gruff
Aren't you a
enough.
little old? The grid is showing our precise locations. I'm the purple blip, Leo's the blue blip, and you're the obnoxious orange blip. Huh? Let's see.
Donnie's voice is actually pretty good.
Who cares?
Hey, looks like Rafferty's taking up a little square dancing. Ding, 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 ding.
Mikey's fine too.
After we save Raph's life, remind me to kill him.
Ninja time.
Honestly, the theme song is actually kind of banging. And also, this goddamn Jeep reminds me so much of the vehicles in Power Rangers Operation Overdrive. It's insane. Oh, we actually get to see the fight. Hell yeah. And it cut away again. Just give me the whole fight, goddammit. I can't with those faces that they have for the suits, dude. They're so bad. And yet, it's weirdly better than the live-action movies. At least the second one. That one sucks.
A ninja moves in silence. He is at one with the night. This thing is neither silent nor at one with the night.
Splinter.
This battle did not have to be. If you had not been tooling around the streets on this howling machine, like a tiger with a thorn in its paw.
Can you stop playing that theme song? It's getting old.
You are all almost 18 years of age. I fear the smarter and stronger you all become, the more wild you become as well.
Well, maybe we're tired of playing ninja.
Don't start, Raph.
So let me see if I understand.
That's
you
CGI
correctly.
though.
All of you were defeated by a single turtle and an arthritic rat?
More like they just run away.
And right now, you and these pathetic warriors you trained seem to be standing between me and my destiny. If we are to continue...
That's a pretty good helmet, I gotta say.
Must be crushed. Now go! Prove yourselves!
Destroy the freaks.
I wish the rest of the suit was good, but the mask is pretty sick. Are we gonna see an April or a Casey? Man, it really feels like it's 2022 again and I'm watching the 90s movies all over again. That was rough. What in the CGI hell? Or heaven in this case? That is so bad.
Shuri E, are you dreamwalking as well, my friend?
I am not here to meditate. You must leave the realm of
What the
dreams
fuck?
immediately.
Honestly, I'm just more bewildered than anything. It's so weird and exciting because I've never seen this.
The realm of dreams is becoming unstable.
I am trying to tell me what is happening.
I have no idea.
Adopted daughter
And that's why it's so fun.
The time has come for you to understand the mysteries of the glass.
Mirror, mirror on the wall. What's the dumbest show of all? Is it this
Magic
one?
users, who are my ascendants, imprison them here.
In this enchanted glass?
Yes. But something has gone wrong.
Dude, I wasn't alive in the 90s. I wasn't born yet. But goddamn do I miss the 90s vibe of
What do
TV.
they want?
Because I definitely grew up with it a little bit in the early 2000s. Because this feels so nostalgic despite the fact that I haven't seen it before.
Is it years?
I've got him. Repeat, I've got him. The mutant is underneath the part just west of 73rd. It's on some kind of stupid go-kart. Maybe he'll lead us to their lair.
Excellent. Attack.
You heard him?
Yeah, this is definitely not that well acted. I still enjoy it though. Like, this is pretty fun.
Before you break your head against the bricks, tell me if I'm in your will.
Yeah, I'm leaving you my self-discipline.
Yeah? Wonder how much you can sell that for.
He's gonna come crashing!
Hospital.
Hey, that's not bad.
What is this, Home Alone?
Good thing you wore a brain bucket.
Man, there's not really much of a plot. How long are we gonna be building this shit up?
This realm is reserved for the dreams of the enlightened. Identify yourself.
Fear your dreams about to become a nightmare.
This also has a little bit of a Charmed vibe to it, which is really, really cool, because I'm a big fan of Charmed, and I will react to it at some point in the future. But that is mostly due to the fact that it's from the 90s, and it has that 90s vibe to it.
Your services are no longer required, magician. Soon.
His voice sounds so Power Ranger-esque, it's really awesome. It just makes me want to watch Power Rangers, which I'll do at some point. And most likely we'll have to start watching it from the original series, which, God help me.
To defeat you.
Marvelous. Send your pretty daughter.
Yes, that's right.
Is this the same goddamn set from the movies? Because that looks like the ladder which Mikey climbed down when he came back from the past in the final movie. Come on, give me some good action at least. They keep on coming. Is Shredder gonna show up too? Damn! Honestly, not badly edited. It could be better choreographed, but it's pretty well edited for a fight. Like the fact that I'm actually kind of enjoying it. Props!
Wait!
Hey, thanks for stopping by. Yeah, anytime you need a fresh, you know what to come, Bishop.
Massive shellage. Turtle rock. Come quick! Something's wrong with Splinter.
What? We gotta do something.
There isn't much time. You must go to New York. To Splinter's home. You are his only hope.
Is that supposed to be Karai or something? Oh no!
I will do what you say. I will go to America.
It's the female turtle! Oh yeah, I was wondering where she was! Okay, this theme song is kinda banging. Okay, I guess I got my thumbnail face now. Why did I not think of that? What the hell? Like that should have been something I figured out. God damn it. I think I'm actually really gonna like her character because I really like the voice actress, I guess. She is very memorable right off the bat, seems very charismatic from the little that we get to hear, and I already kind of feel invested. Like, we haven't gotten much, but I kind of feel invested in her character. And it's something that I guess, not really thought about much, but it's something that I think is actually cool, and I think we're way beyond adding more... we're way beyond the point of where we should be adding more siblings in the turtle family. Like, I know that it might be like a scary prospect to tamper that much with the lore of TMNT, but I think it can actually be really cool to add some more siblings to the family, and then you have a situation where future incarnations of TMNT can pick and choose which siblings they could use. And especially at the very least, I want to see what they do with this female sibling, and I would love to see an adaptation of TMNT where they actually include her, or like a cartoon version. Because I don't think it's a bad idea. Like, of all the things you could, I guess, hate this show for, I don't think having a female turtle is a bad idea. I guarantee you though, if this show came out today, it would be called woke. You know how these fucking retards, and I'm sorry for using that word, but they are, these fucking bigoted pieces of shit, love to say how TV used to be great in the 90s or 2000s or whatever when we didn't have this woke shit. But shit like this was there as well, you know? If Alien came out today, people would call it woke for having a female badass protagonist. If this came out back then, they would call it woke because it has a female turtle. Like, are you fucking kidding me? Like, get over yourself and your bigoted views. But yeah, there's not really much to talk about right now because not really much happened in this first episode, so I'm gonna stick with kind of, I guess, keeping my opinions for after we've seen at least the second episode. But honestly, I'm genuinely kind of enjoying it more than I was worried I was going to. You know, because like I've heard about how bad this show is, and I'm not saying that it's a good show or anything. I'm saying that I'm intrigued and engaged because of how wild the prospect of a live-action TMNT TV show is. And because it obviously, with it being such a wild concept, just like the TMNT OVA anime, it's gonna have some really crazy concepts that have not been done in like TMNT lore. So it's like, it's refreshing in that regard, because for one reason or another, obviously with cartoon incarnations of TMNT, they cannot stray too far from the typical general canon, and I probably would even be mad if they do that. But once in a while, I do kind of like to see the wild, crazy shit they can come up with when they are not restrained by canon. That's not something that I necessarily loved about Rise of the TMNT, but it definitely made it more fun, the crazy concept they came up with in that one. You know, so that was also something that I really enjoyed in the TMNT OVA. And it's something that I seem to be enjoying here as well. And you guys already know this by the time you're watching this video. I'm still not sure, but there's a possibility that you might actually be getting the full-on version of this reaction over on YouTube if it doesn't get claimed, because I don't think whoever owns TMNT right now really cares too much about the copyright of this show from the 90s, but I was a little bit worried that I wasn't gonna enjoy it, the show enough to even like care to edit it afterwards. Like, it would be such a pain in my ass to edit the reactions. But there's actually interesting things here which I feel like it's engaging enough for me to actually have fun editing it as well. Because for me, whenever I'm editing reactions, the worst reactions to edit are the ones who are the most boring or the most exciting ones. Because in those two cases, I just can't decide which parts of the shows, movies, or whatever I'm reacting to keep. Because when it's boring, it's hard to pick which parts are actually the most engaging and I actually get a good reaction, give good reaction to. Whereas when it's really, really good, I want to keep everything in the reaction, but I obviously can't. So I feel like this one is actually pretty good at the middle portion of that, where there's enough stuff to where it's engaging and fun, and it makes for good reaction, but there's also a lot of filler, which doesn't really amount to anything, so I can cut it out, you know? But yeah, first episode could have had more stuff, but it's fine. You know, it's a 5-parter. I think that it's gonna be overall pretty engaging. I'm hoping the second episode is gonna explain more about what's happening, but yeah, that final review of the female turtle, I'm excited about that. I'm excited to see what they're gonna do with it, because again, it's something I haven't seen. I haven't experienced this, so it's exciting. Not gonna lie. So I guess without further ado, let's get into episode 2 of the next mutation of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, with the name of the episode again being East Meets West Part 2. Hey, get it now? It's her coming from the east to the west. Now the title makes sense. Yeah, as much as I minded I'm enjoying this second episode, I'm not watching the other 3 episodes today. You're gonna have to wait for the next videos, okay? Like, I'm not even gonna be recording it in this recording session, so you're gonna have to... I'm gonna have to wait, because I don't think this is gonna be a show that I am able to experience in large doses, you know? I'm gonna have to kind of sparse it out a little bit. But yeah, enough chit-chat. Without further ado, let's get into episode 2, East Meets West, Part 2, in 3, 2, 1.
You gotta do something. What's wrong with him?
Don't know. Can't wake him up.
I'll go get a doctor.
Don't you mean...
Where are you gonna get one?
The foot's back? Yeah, I hope so. I don't.
Let's cheers.
Is this gonna be the new turtle?
It's up, Ralph!
Is this her? It's gotta be her, right?
Back off! Splinter's sick!
Your master isn't sick.
Yep, it is her.
Trapped in a
Okay.
world of dreams by scheming dragons.
Huh?
My name is Paige. I am Shinobi.
Hey.
I really like her. I do wish that her colors were different though, because it looks too much like 2003 Leo, for example, you know?
Let's try this again. You claim you were found 17 years ago here in New York.
My master, the Shaman Chang-Yi, found me in your city's Chinatown swimming in a drainage ditch.
She's tripping.
She's vicious. She's here. It just isn't probable. Splinter must have missed her.
There was a...
What the hell are you doing, Mikey? Why are you dancing like that in front of her? Are you doing a mating dance or something?
I was schooled in
She's your
martial
sister.
arts and raised to replace him as a master shaman someday.
I think I'm in love.
My master was part of an ancient sect who stood guard.
She's
against
your
evil.
sister, you dumbass! What do you think this is? The Flash?
The dragons have made their way into the realm of dreams, an in-between place shared by advanced masters and deep thinkers.
I guess that leaves you out.
Let me see.
So does you, Mikey.
Flutter's been abducted into a dream world by dragons. Is that right?
That's correct.
I see.
That's not even the craziest thing that you guys should have ever heard. Like, you've fought crazier things.
Unless we act soon, I fear your splinter will suffer the same unspeakable fate as my master.
And what is that unspeakable fate? Or I guess we can't speak about
And
it.
you are responsible.
It's his fault. Liar.
Wait, is that Matthew Lillard?
I was sick. I had to take my grandmother to the dentist.
You despicable imbeciles.
Oh, please don't hurt me.
I kinda like this Shredder, guys.
Stop
He's
your
he's pretty cool.
like a yellow-blooded cat.
The suit could be better, but I do like him.
We will attack again.
Also, I don't think that's Matthew Lillard, but he does look a lot like him.
And then we will destroy the freaks once and for all.
That's brilliant.
At least with some of the facial expressions.
You're thinking about Chang-Yi.
He was my father. I was his daughter.
Man, why is this actually dramatic and engaging? Like, what the hell?
Help you and your brothers rescue your master Splinter.
Why did nobody tell me that this show actually tries like this, you know?
We're not brothers.
You mean none of you are related by blood?
No.
You don't have to be related by blood to be brothers, but I'm surprised that they're actually not brothers.
Turtle Farm. So are you.
So I am not your sister?
I mean, you are.
You and I are just mutant boy and mutant girl. No relation.
We should.
So does that mean that by the end of this series you guys are gonna fuck?
Sure.
I need to cross over into the realm of dreams to find your master Splinter.
What do we do if we don't?
Man, I just noticed her blue thing is tied in a like a braid thing going down to signify that she's a girl. I like that detail. That's nice. That's nifty. I also really like the concept of the dream world. That's kind of cool. It looks dog shit, but
The realm of
it's the
dreams
90s.
is a refuge from fools who would
Also, I really like the design of this villain. He looks really badass.
Once the world of dragons
And sounds badass.
Human hearts are delicious.
Dude, I'm loving this so much. This makes me feel like a kid in the early 2000s again. It's so good.
you'll have to
It's so 90s. It's so awesome because of that.
Why have you taken me hostage?
do not worry, Ninja Rat. They will be coming for you soon.
Fool! My pupils cannot dream walk.
Oh, but they will learn.
And how is that?
I love this voice actor, dude. He really makes this villain sound imposing. He could have been great for the Shredder. Was this shot in like New Zealand or something? Because like it really, for some reason, reminds me of New Zealand. Like, I know it's like connected to Power Rangers, so it might be shot in a similar manner, but it also reminds me of, in general, of other Australian and New Zealand shows in the way it's shot. And it looks visually. I love how she sensed that something was wrong.
Oh, so you want to play?
Can we stop getting away from the battles, dude? At least give me slight entertainment value with that, please.
What a swinger!
Man, she's actually pretty badass. She's a pretty good fighter. Oh shit! That actually looked like some Power Ranger choreographed move. I like that. Man, she's handling them on her own pretty well. I like her.
I call this the flying foot!
Don't worry, I'll save you.
For one, having us.
I heard people say that the show sucks because of her, but I feel like she might be the best part of this version of TMNT for me.
Got to put her foot down.
Like, I actually genuinely feel like she kicked their butt there.
Reading his mind. Your enemies are planning a second attack in your toilet tonight.
Let's do a bit.
Wait, that says Waverly Restaurant. Is there a crossover with Wizards of Waverly Place that I don't know about?
You know how girls are.
No.
How
No, I
are
don't.
we?
I don't know how girls are. And neither do you.
Yeah, but I'm willing to learn.
Hey, yo, look what I found in the park.
It better be a mutant turtle girl.
She wanted in the park.
Man,
so
she looks
bad,
so
guys.
cool. I
Hey,
love
nice.
Venus so
We
much.
could use a new flower pot.
Your enemies destroyed this work of art in the park tonight. After I subdued them, I scanned one's mind.
You can do that?
I am.
Took the words right out of my mouth,
You don't
Leo.
read my mind.
In order to save your Master Splinter, you will all need to learn the art of dreamwalking. This will take concentration. Fighting your enemies is not a conducive activity to centering your spirits.
Skip the heavy shinobi blab. Let's cut to the
Man,
chase.
I love how knowledgeable she is.
Your
And
enemies,
competent.
Then save your master.
I like the way this girl thinks.
So do I.
Oh, my foot here.
Yes, Master Shredder. Standing room only.
Remember what I told you. It's the mutants. Or your
Man, he does actually look badass in some shots. I gotta say.
Donnie, get us up there.
Certified, turtified.
She elevator, second floor.
Oh, yeah.
She elevator, second floor. Oh man, I really love their jokes and banter in this. It's genuinely like really funny. I really like the mask of that suit. The rest of it could be better, but the mask is pretty good.
Tonight, the mutants
We'll crumble!
We must stand united against our mutant enemies!
Yeah, right. He wears a cheese grater on his head, and we're the mutants.
Are you ready, Venus?
I'll be fine. I just need to concentrate.
Just do
Yeah,
what you
she's much better than you guys even. She's more capable than you. You need her help. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Isn't good.
A plan. We need a plan.
Try and land on your heads.
You call that a plan?
Wait, Raph is the one who is asking for a plan? That shouldn't happen.
I should have spent more time on the balance beam. Oh.
See, even at this, she's so much more capable. I love her. She's so good.
What's up, my brother?
How dare you?
We just thought we'd drop in. Is it my imagination, or is your armor extra shiny tonight?
You're shiny.
I guess you are a jokester in this incarnation of TMNT too, Leo.
Time for a lesson in turtleification!
Oh shit! Okay, there is actually some pretty good fighting here. This is debatably better than the movies. In terms of its fighting.
There's too many!
Once I finish you off, I will seek out the old rat and slice off his other ear. Goodbye, freaks.
Orokusaki!
Who said that name?
I really like the voice actress for Venus, man. She adds so much weight to the role and gravitas and makes her so much more interesting.
This?
I see you, Orokusaki. You are dead inside. You drown many.
Tell us something we don't know, Venus.
I'm going to pull Orokusaki to the surface. I want him to see what he has become.
Why would he give a shit?
Turn your evil inward. Embrace your madness.
I am the spinner.
You are a butcher. You have betrayed your teaching and disgraced your ancestors.
Hell yeah, choke him out.
Orokusaki, I call you forth to
Man, I love her so much.
The Shredder is no more. I am Shinobi. I am mutant. I am turtle. You.
And I'm a teenager.
Venus!
Did Shredder just die?
Wake up!
Talk to them.
You know, it was really unclear.
Listen to me! It's over! The foot is alive, and your mouth
I half expected him to go into a rap there.
His family. Shredder is
I think it would have been really funny.
The foot is no more.
foot is dead. But that's not to say it hasn't been fun.
Oh, it's been a lot of fun. Far more fun than I can even have hoped for, honestly.
You got a new home, Venus. Welcome to the wonderful world of the mutant turtles. Yeah.
Well, let's rip.
Venus,
I love her.
split.
Oh, of course.
You know, I feel like people have said that
Shinobi, Toodles, vanish!
one of the worst things about this show is Venus, but I actually like her and I think she might be the best part of this show. Okay. Man. I'm not even trying. I'm not intentionally forcing myself to like this. I genuinely am loving this. This is shockingly entertaining for me. Why the hell this keeps happening? Why do I always keep having the contrarian opinions? I swear to Satan, I don't intentionally take the opposite opinion just to be a contrarian for the sake of it. I genuinely have the opposite opinions all the goddamn time. With the live action 90s movies, how I didn't like the first one, hated the second one, and loved the third one. That is literally the opposite opinions of what people generally have for those movies, with everybody loving the first one, everybody loving the second one, and everybody hating the third one. And now with this series, which I've heard about how bad it is and how everybody hates it, I love it. It was really entertaining. Shockingly compelling, shockingly fun, because it has these really crazy new concepts. And especially, I think the biggest reason why I'm actually loving it is because of Venus. The second episode was really fun because of her. It was really engaging. She was a badass. She was 10 times more competent than the guys, and she was the most compelling and interesting and powerful character. She was straight up the MVP. I really liked her. I can't wait to see more of her, honestly. This was really fun. I swear, I can just sit down now and continue watching more episodes. I thought that it was going to be a chore watching through this series. I thought I would have to force myself to really sit down and watch more episodes and want to kill myself as I'm watching them. But no, it's actually going to be really fun. I'm so excited because of that prospect. It means that it's not going to be a challenge getting through this series. I'm actually gonna have fun. I genuinely want to watch the rest of this 5-parter now, but sadly I don't really have the time in this recording session to continue watching because it's already late. I want to eat some stuff and then go to sleep, so we're gonna have to end today's recording session here, but I'm very excited to continue. I genuinely am. It's really fun. I'm debatingly liking this more than the 1987 series right now. I do feel like the 1987 series definitely has some episodes that are objectively better written, but the pacing of this, and just some of the concepts cause it to be 10 times more engaging and interesting than the cartoon version, so yeah, I don't know. I'm having a lot of fun. And in terms of how I feel about these episodes, in terms of a rating, I think they're about the same. I think the first episode was more intriguing because it had more wilder concepts getting introduced and certain characters and everything getting introduced. Whereas the second episode was more playing with what was established in the first one, so it didn't have that novelty to it as much. But comparatively, the second episode had more of Venus, which was really engaging and really entertaining, and I really enjoyed her. I can't wait to see more of her. I thought she was going to be an annoying character that I wouldn't really give a shit about, but she's actually a really fun character, and the best one so far. So, yeah, I can't wait to see more of her, and I hope at some point in the future we get a version of her in the cartoons, because she's really good. From what I've seen from these first 2 episodes, she's really good. So yeah, in terms of a rating for these episodes, and keep in mind with these ratings, I'm rating them in relation to my expectations of this show, where I thought it was going to be in terms of my enjoyment and in terms of its quality, so they might seem overblown a little bit. I'm not comparing them to other incarnations of TMNT with these ratings. I'm not saying that they're better than most episodes of the 2003 or 2012 or Rise of the TMNT series, but just this show. and maybe I'll get a better idea of how good these episodes are the further we get into this series. But right now, I want to give the first episode a 9.9 out of 10, and I will give this episode a 9.8 out of 10, which, yeah, might as well be 10 out of 10, which is insane. I didn't think that I would enjoy these episodes and this show anywhere near this much. But here we are, you know? So, I'm giving the first episode a 9.9 out of 10 because, again, it introduced a lot of these crazy new concepts for TMNT, which was really, really exciting. The fighting choreography, I feel like, was better in the first episode, and it felt a little bit slightly more compelling, should I say. I don't know if that's the correct word to use it, but it just felt like more polished, because it was a premiere episode, you know? Whereas this second episode, I feel like it was a little bit weaker and less impactful, but at the same time, I really, really enjoyed Venus, and she carried the episode for me. She was really engaging. Her fighting was really well choreographed for this show so far, from what I've seen. And she's like very powerful, very competent, and really entertaining to watch. And the performance of the voice actress is a 10 out of 10 as well. So yeah, I think this episode was a little bit less exciting compared to the first one, mostly because of the novelty of this being like a live action TMNT show from the 90s that I haven't seen. Wasn't as strong with it, but I still really liked it, and the episodes are basically the same level for me, and I'm expecting that the next 3 episodes are also gonna be like that in that regard. They're gonna be that entertaining, so I guess you guys, and me too, we're gonna have to wait and see how entertaining they're actually gonna be, but I'm really excited to check out more of this show. It was really fun. It was really, really fun. I couldn't have even imagined that I was gonna actually enjoy this much. I debatably like this more than the movies, the live action 90s movies, dude. Like, for me, this is the 90s, the third movie's level of enjoyment. And once again, I'm not intentionally saying that just to be provocative and contrarian. I genuinely am liking this. I know it keeps happening. I keep having these contrarian opinions, but it is how I feel about it. I don't know why it keeps happening, but I keep being a contrarian, and I'm not gonna lie, I do like being a contrarian, but I'm not intentionally being a contrarian. It's just who I am. And yeah, because of that, I am really curious to read what do you guys think about this show, and these 2 episodes in particular, because I don't want you to spoil me about anything that happens in the rest of the series, because part of the fun right now is the fact that I don't know anything about this, so yeah, please keep it that way. But yeah, feel free to comment your thoughts down below, and let's have a discussion about this. I do want to see what do you guys think about this series, and these episodes in this series as a whole, so comment all of that down below. And like I said already, let's have a discussion about this. And also, before we end this video, I just want to give a huge shout out to my currently 6 patrons on Patreon. Omar Bridgman, Deadpool, Corby Dead, Dane Harty, Peyton Jones, and Kraken King. Thank you guys for your support, I really appreciate it. It really means a lot to me. You have decided to support me, you have continued to support me such a long time. Hope you continue to enjoy my content and continue to support me going forward. Thank you very much. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, please leave a like, subscribe. Also, check out the links in the description to my Wattpad, where I post my stories, because in addition to doing all these videos on my channel, I'm also a writer. And if you enjoy my stories, or simply enjoy my videos, you can head over to my Patreon or to my Ko-fi account, where you can pledge your support and help get the channel going, help support me so I can keep writing the stories you enjoy. But if you don't want to do any of that, that's completely fine. You can still help me out in other ways, like liking this video, subscribing to the channel, and especially sharing this video with somebody who you think might enjoy it. And I think it's pretty much it for this video, so hopefully I'm gonna see you in the next one. Bye!